Hello, hello. Hi, everybody. I wanted to come on, as promised earlier in the week, and introduce you to Matt Wilson. So I told you guys I'm speaking at a few events this year. I don't want to just put out that I'm speaking at these events and not tell you what these events are about or, who makes these events. I want you to see the founders of the events because that's what's really important and why they're putting these things on. So this is Matt. Me and Matt have known each other a while. Matt actually has helped me with my own marketing and is helping me now with some stuff as well in my business. So I can definitely vouch for him. Matt has been doing EMC, which is the event that I am speaking at for a long time, like at least 3 years now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the fourth year.
Fourth year, yeah. And I spoke at AMC last year, and the thing that I loved about it is it's a no pitch event. Now you can imagine a lot of the events I go to, everyone on the stage pitches, and this one isn't. So just wanted to introduce you to Matt. And Matt, tell us a bit about AMC this year. Where is it going to be? Dates, that kind of thing, and who's at it?
Yeah, so it's the 19th to the 21st of September. So what's that, like 6 weeks away, something like that?
Yeah.
It's down in Brighton again this year, so which I'm really chuffed about actually.
I am too.
The first 2 years we did it, we was in Brighton, and I love Brighton. I like to think I'm pretty cool, although I'm not. I'm a proper geek, but I like to think I'm cool. And Brighton's one of the coolest places I go to quite regularly. It's just great, good vibe down there, great people.
Great vibe.
And last year we couldn't, unfortunately, because of the venue. Last year was renovating. The venue that we were going to do it at last year was renovating, so we had to go to London. And I just wanted to try and avoid London because it's busy, it's hectic, it's expensive to stay, right, and all of that sort of stuff. So we're back in Brighton, which I'm really chuffed about. It's at the Brighton Centre, which is where they have like the big sort of music events like Ollie Murs and stuff like that. I don't know why I said him.
I love that Ollie Murs is the one that you thought of saying. That.
That was weird, right? Oh no, people know my secret. Damn it! Coming up. Oh dear. Yeah, so it's at the convention centre. It's over 3 days, and we've got speakers, some amazing speakers this year. But one of them is a bit of a hero of mine, who I'm really chuffed to have over. His name's Ryan Dice. And he's a hero of mine because I learned pretty much. I'm a self-taught, marketer and agency owner and all that. And he's a guy that I learned more stuff from than anybody else on the planet. I've been part of his masterminds. I used to go to his event in the States every year, and funnily enough, that's the event that I copied for this event. I used to go there, and it was so good value, no pitch. We weren't getting sold to. I'd walk away with 50 different things that I could implement, and I just asked myself the question, why isn't there an event like that over in the UK? So it's a bit of a full circle moment to have him come over and speak on my stage. And he actually had a lady called Jasmine Star. Do you know Jasmine Star?
Yeah, I love Jasmine Star.
Okay, yeah. So he had a lady called Jasmine Star speak at his event, not last year, year before, and she was amazing. To watch her on stage, she was great. The content that she was sharing was fantastic. She's a powerhouse, millions of followers and all that sort of stuff. And again, he introduced me to her, and we've managed to actually get her over from the States as well. So
can I just say that I kind of love that I'm going to be speaking on a stage with Jasmine Star? Like that's the headline I'm going to use for a long time.
I'll introduce her to her when she's there.
I love her.
She's really nice, down to earth, approachable. Spoke to her quite a lot over the last couple of months, obviously, and she's fantastic. And so they're the two people that the sort of like big headliners for me, if you like. They're the ones I'm really excited about seeing. But then we've got other amazing speakers, like Lisa and other speakers. And what
Matt, who was on here on Monday, who you guys met, he's speaking at AMC this year as well, isn't he?
He's speaking as well. Yeah, he's speaking there as well. And basically we started this event because we wanted a place for entrepreneurs to go to in the UK once a year, where we can all get together, we can learn some amazing stuff that we can actually implement into our business, but also we can just have a good time getting to know each other, letting our hair down. Because I think anyway, I'm sure you'll agree with this, Lisa, that like being an entrepreneur sometimes is like very lonely. In terms of what I mean by that is we're probably like 10% of the population, right? So my family, for example, when I go to like a family barbecue and stuff like that, I can't sit down and talk to my uncle about click-through rates and conversions and products and all this sort of stuff. Because he's looking at me like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, my dad still thinks I play on the internet for money. I get it.
So when we go to places like this, you know, I just wanted people to feel like a bit at home, like, wow, there's loads of weirdos. I'm not the only weirdo here. There's like loads of us together, you know, and that's the main reason that we started doing it. And one of our goals as an organization, one of our goals is to make EMC so good that everybody wants to come back, and also bring other people with them as well, so that we can, you know, slowly grow it. We had 200 people at the first one, 400 at the second, over 800 last year. We'll have between 1,200 and 1,500 there this year, which is amazing, because what that means is that it's the first year that we are going multiple stage. So we're actually going to have Lisa, and you know, Lisa will be on the main stage, obviously. But like, what we're going to have as well is we're going to have another stage, which we're going to call the entrepreneurship track, because up until this year, the event has been all about marketing, how to promote your business and all that, and make money and all that sort of stuff. But there's way more to being an entrepreneur than that. So what I wanted to do was have another area that holds sort of maybe 300-400 people capacity, where we'll have speakers on there talking about, you know, how to look after your bodies. We've got an amazing lady, one of the speakers. Oh, I can't remember her name now. That's really bad. But she's big. She's big in the fitness industry for entrepreneurs. So she helps entrepreneurs stay energized, look after their bodies, all of this sort of stuff. I wanted that on there. What to do with your money? You know, how to save money on tax and pay less tax.
That's such a good idea, because no one ever talks about that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
Like, the tax stuff.
It's so important that we know it.
Yeah.
And what that means for the attendee, but this is the way I looked at it for the attendee now, they get to have their own EMC experience that isn't dictated by me and our schedule. So if you don't want to learn about, you know, Facebook ads from me, over on that stage, there's, you know, somebody else talking about something else, and they can basically have that. And it means everyone will have their own individual experience at EMC. It's different to everyone. I think that's pretty cool, because I think
that's really cool. The thing that I like as well, and I really enjoyed this last year, is the networking is kind of different at EMC. I feel like it's not so hustly. Everyone actually is just having quite a laugh with each other, and it being, you know, everyone introduces themselves to you and they don't even know who you are, and everyone was just like coming up and going, oh, hi, what do you do? I really like that no one's like in their little silos, because I always feel a bit, I'm not the best networker, and if I walk in somewhere and everyone's like already got all their mates, I always feel a bit like
yeah, and when someone does come up, they'd pounce on you like a lioness, like, you know, give me your money, or they try to sell to you. I mean, it was a big thing that we wanted to do, was bring a very an atmosphere and an experience into it. So there's learning's one thing, but you know, you wouldn't necessarily go back to an event just to learn, because learning can be a bit overwhelming as well, right? So we wanted to make sure that there's some fun involved, like we have a party on day 2 in their venue. So about 5 o'clock, you know, everyone goes home, gets spruced up and all that, and we open it up again for a bit of a party. We have a DJ playing, because that's really when you strike up some friendships, not just relationships, friendships, you know, and get to know people on a social level, where it's, let's just get to know the person as opposed to the business. And that's one thing. So we put a lot of, and there'll be a few networking gaps as well. So there won't be any speakers on. We're literally this year going to have networking breaks, where it's like, right, use this time now to meet new people that can help your business, people whose business you can help, etc. Yeah, so
great idea. Somebody has asked, they're not going to be around, but they would like a virtual option, some kind of replay of a virtual option. Do you ever do that?
We might do it next year. We're not going to be streaming it live this year, but there will be recordings available for the people that are there, obviously. So yeah, you know, if that person wants to reach out afterwards, we might be able to sort them out a recording. I can't promise it, but yeah, we might be able to do that for sure.
Yeah, it's always better to be there in person, though. It's always much more fun to be there in person. Fantastic. Thank you for all this information about EMC. I'm really looking forward to it. You're going to see me fangirling. You never see me fangirling. You're going to see me fangirling over Jasmine Star. And I'm really looking forward to doing my latest talk, which is an updated one. I'm going to put the link in here if anybody wants to come and book. It is a no pitch event. I love no pitch events. I think that once you've paid, and that's what you paid to listen to. You shouldn't be then getting pitched at.
All right, if it's free, if it's like you go into a free event, it's like, look, we've got to make some money. But
or even if it's like, I get it when it's like 100 quid or something like that. Like you're gonna need to pitch to make the money back from it. But if you're paying a decent amount, a normal event amount, I don't really want to be pitched to. So yeah.
And don't forget, make sure you use Lisa's code as well, because that will get you 20% off. And until midnight tomorrow, it's still in early bird pricing, which means you can get a ticket with Lisa's code for, like 230 quid or something, which is like less than 100 quid a day. So make sure you use that code to get that money knocked off of it as well.
I'll put all those details in. But thanks for being on here, Matt. And I'll see any of you there. If you have any questions about it, please just ask me. This is one that I can answer questions to because I was there last year. So I know how it goes. So do ask anything that you want to. And hopefully I'll see you there.
Brilliant.
I will see you all guys later.